Now at 5, Joplin police receive a grant that could help improve officer safety. Plus, Carthage High students create 100 gift baskets for Joplin hospital families. And
President Trump proposes rollbacks to fuel economy standards. I'm Erica Brown with more from the White House on the announcement they claim will cut costs.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Joplin Police Department is getting a new crime-fighting tool that could boost officer safety. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. The JPD today received an $11,000 grant from Hero Fund USA, which formally donated funding for the department's new drone program. Joplin police said the new drone can be used to go places where an officer would be at risk.
Will be utilized in SWAT operations and also daily operations when we have a variety of different emergency situations arise. One of the big ones is barricaded subjects that are inside a dwelling or a structure, and this drone will be utilized to go inside that structure to locate suspects and to take a look inside the building, which keeps officers from having to physically go in, which increases officer safety dramatically.
The department says they could not have afforded the drone without the Hero Fund USA. Today, a group of Carthage High School students helped spread some joy at Joplin's 2 hospitals, Freeman and Mercy. The group created 100 gift baskets for families in the NICU and for the care teams caring for those babies inside. Students spent months putting the gift baskets together, even learning to crochet small items to add a homemade touch.
We did a bunch of research on NICU hearts, and it showed that NICU hearts can help lessen anxiety for babies because since they aren't able to be held because they're so delicate or they might have some skin issues, having hearts can help with feeling the scent of their mother and not being able to be skin to skin contact, which is really needed to help.
Students said the project grew out of the holiday spirit and from seeing their own school counselor navigate time at the NICU with their baby. Let's check in with meteorologist Austin Stantz now for our first look at the weather.
Yeah, hey Dow, we did see some sunshine earlier today, but that's beginning to change out there as we're starting to see some cloud cover move in from this afternoon and going to even encompass the area as we head into the evening. Current conditions right now, we're still seeing mostly clear conditions across some of the area, but again, that cloud cover going to begin to move in. 39 degrees, feels a little bit warmer than it has over the past few days. What you'll notice here, these orange and yellow colors indicating this warmer air off to the northwest. We have a cold front that will begin to push in, and we'll start to see that cooler air start to take over the region here as we head into the later hours of the evening. Temperatures continuing to fall as we head throughout the evening. Tonight will be at 33 as we hit that midnight hour. Coming up, we're going to talk about that colder air returning, Also, the opportunity to see the Geminids meteor shower, and then we'll also talk about that next chance for rainfall. That's all coming up.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. The Trump administration is proposing a significant rollback of fuel economy standards for U.S. cars and trucks, moving away from mandates that he says hurt the auto industry and angering now some environmentalists. Erica Brown reports from the White House.
Flanked by auto executives in the Oval Office Wednesday, President Trump announced plans to roll back fuel economy standards, saying it will reduce upfront vehicle costs by at least $1,000.
We're making it easier for every family to afford high-quality cars.
The new proposal would lower fuel economy requirements from more than 50 miles per gallon to 34.5 miles per gallon by 2031.
These policies forced automakers to build cars using expensive technologies that drove up costs, drove up prices, and made the car much worse.
Former President Biden had put the higher standards in place, also signing an executive order to make half of all new vehicles sold in the U.S. electric by 2030, arguing they save money for Americans in the long run and reduce pollution.
Mr. Trump is taking a wrecking ball to the biggest single step any nation has ever taken to cut global warming pollution, cut oil use, and save consumers money at the gas pump.
President Trump says he's bringing the automobile business back.
After falling by 5% under Biden, U.S. auto production has surged by 10% so far this year.
This is the latest step by the Trump administration to roll back Biden administration policies related to electric vehicles and environmental policy. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act President Trump signed in July ended tax credits for electric vehicles. That same month, his administration eliminated fines for automakers that did not comply with the federal fuel economy standards. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
In a statement, the automaker trade group, the Alliance for Automotive Innovation, released a statement in favor of the proposed new fuel economy standards, calling the current requirements extremely challenging for automakers to achieve given the current marketplace for EVs. Still ahead, the wearable electronic gadgets that top holiday wish lists. But first, Lunchables, Doritos, Chips Ahoy, along with 11 other food giants face a lawsuit over health claims. That's next in Health Watch. Topping today's Health Watch, a first of its kind lawsuit claims 11 of America's largest food producers contributed to a public health crisis by making ultra-processed food. The suit was filed in San Francisco. It accuses companies like Kraft Heinz, General Mills, and Nestle of using cheap ingredients and adding flavor and color to make unhealthy products that taste so good we get addicted to them. Elizabeth Cook has more.
They're on nearly every shelf in nearly every grocery store across the country. Ultra-processed foods, usually packaged to last as long as possible, now make up more than half of the American diet.
Tobacco, lead paint, opioids. This is our next fight.
In San Francisco Tuesday, City Attorney David Chu announced the first government lawsuit of its kind against 11 companies that make what prosecutors claim are food products with hidden health harms, designed to be cheap, colorful, flavorful, and addictive. The suit calls for manufacturers to end alleged deceptive marketing practices to sell those products, from Lunchables and Chips Ahoy to Doritos and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
We've known for a long time that the ingredients in many of these ultra-processed foods are unhealthy. Why now?
We have all suspected for a long time that food that is not food were likely not good for us, but it took many years for the science to catch up.
Research has linked ultra-processed foods to obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. In a statement, a trade group representing many of the companies named in the lawsuit said there is currently no agreed-upon scientific definition of ultra-processed foods, and calling them unhealthy is misleading to consumers.
There's a clear definition in California law on what ultra-processed foods are. We look forward to having that discussion in court.
Elizabeth Cook, CBS News, San Francisco.
A first of its kind study looks at how obesity might impact Alzheimer's disease. A Washington University School of Medicine study found the blood biomarkers of Alzheimer's increase up to 95% faster in people with obesity. Researchers say this is a significant finding since there are drugs that are effective at treating obesity, but caution that more study is needed. Children born to mothers with eating disorders face a higher risk of asthma and wheezing. A study in Europe looked at women who had eating disorders before pregnancy and found their children had a 25% higher risk of wheezing and asthma. It's believed poor mental health and stress can disrupt a baby's lung development and immune system during pregnancy. Do you get anxiety when you visit the dentist? Well, one solution, make the dental drills quieter. Researchers at the University of Osaka found lowering the volume of the drill and changing the drill's sound caused less fear for children and adults. Dental anxiety, known as odontophobia, prevents some people from getting regular cleanings and keeping up with their dental hygiene. And that is a look at today's health news. A little bit later, our Pet Vet On Call.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eva Dudek from Parsons Pet Hospital. Coming up, I'm going to tell you how to tell your dog is getting too cold outside this winter.
4 states may need to bundle up tonight. We're going to talk about how far temperatures will fall coming up. What started as a sunny morning has now transitioned into a partly cloudy afternoon and early evening. Let's take a look at the radar right now. What we're seeing is some activity off to our far west. You'll notice that cloud cover. Right now we're right in the middle of that. Some broken clouds at the moment. that's going to kind of become more of an overcast situation as we head into the evening, and we're going to see some thicker cloud cover begin to move into the area. Temperatures right now, you'll notice winds out of the north. We're going to see these temperatures start to fall this evening. 39 Joplin, 41 Pittsburgh, Chanute also sitting at 41 degrees. Neosho, same thing, 41 there right now as well. Taking a look at our Indigo Sky Cam Casino and Resort. And we can see that cloud cover starting to lay over there. So that's where we're going to start to see those overcast conditions begin to take over. Now, take a look off to our northwest. We have this cold front here. That cloud cover begins to move in this evening. As that cold front pushes in slowly tonight, we kind of have an interesting setup here, and we'll talk about why in just a second. Notice by 11 o'clock, temperatures still hovering right around 30. Because of the cloud cover, temperatures aren't going to fall quickly, but they are going to fall. We'll notice that. Take a look right there, 17 degrees, Fort Scott, Chanute, 20 degrees. That's that cold front beginning to push in. At the bottom of your screen there, you can start to see just the opportunity for maybe a few flurries there overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. That's important because as this cold front pushes in, timing on that system, if those two kind of converge there, the cold front should push that system to and contain that off to our south, which means we should stay dry across the entire region for this evening into tomorrow. Let's talk about some of those winds. These darker shades that you're seeing here, that's that cold front pushing in tonight into tomorrow morning. Wind gusts anywhere from 20 to 25 miles per hour overnight tonight into tomorrow. Those winds going to kind of hang around as we head into your Thursday morning as well. Overnight temperatures falling 20 degrees. Clouds will decrease as we head into tomorrow. We're going to see those wind gusts though 10 to near 25 miles per hour. Now talking about the Geminids meteor shower, we talked about that. It actually gets started tonight, but due to that cloud cover and a full moon starting tomorrow, visibility isn't great, but it peaks on December 13th and 14th, and the moon will be about 30% visible, creating some darker conditions, allowing us to see some of these meteors up to 120 per hour. It's going to be most impressive between midnight and 2 a.m. So mark your calendars for December 13th and 14th. Things are going to look good out there. We're going to keep an eye on that weather because we definitely want to see that. Here's that first system we just talked about staying off to our south thanks to that passing cold front. Next opportunity to see some precipitation here is going to be as we head into the weekend. Keeping a close eye on this as models may be lining up a little bit just for a few showers there, but nothing in terms of accumulating weather though. Let's take a look at your 10-day forecast. 52 on Saturday. That's the day that I'm waiting for, Dow. Even with a few showers out there, I'm looking forward to that. But kind of a roller coaster ride, though. We're up, we're down, and then by next week, we're really up there. Talking about temperatures almost nearing 15 degrees above average by late next week.
When we get temps in the 50s this time of year, we need to enjoy them while they're here because they'll be gone soon enough.
Yeah, they come and go pretty quick, don't they?
You bet. Thanks, Austin. Well, Christmas season means it's time for the Salvation Army's kettlebells. And tomorrow, some of us from KOIM News are going to be ringing the bells. The Walmart locations on 7th Street in Joplin and North Broadway in Pittsburgh. We're going to be there from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's part of a friendly competition between the area TV stations. But when you give, of course, everybody wins. Hope to see you out there tomorrow. This holiday season, the Lapgan ladies at Arma are hard at work crocheting Lapgan blankets and sewing walker and wheelchair caddies to give to nearby elderly communities. This year, the group has 318 blankets ready to be delivered, the most since they started in 2023.
We try to give people in nursing homes, the forgotten ones, a gift for Christmas that would otherwise not have a gift, something that would put a smile on their face. We target the people who have no family, no one comes to see them, no money, no friends, and that would not have a gift at Christmas time.
The group holds its meetings 3 times a month at the Arma City Library. Anyone interested in volunteering is welcome to reach out. Coming up, wearable gadgets replacing traditional gifts. Topping today's Consumer Watch, what gifts and gadgets are topping Americans' wish lists this holiday season? Well, alongside the usual Nintendos and TVs, wearable wellness-driven tech is trending. Evan Moon breaks down what shoppers should know before buying popular health tracking devices.
This season, some Americans are trading toys and TVs for wellness-focused tech. Wearable gadgets like smart rings, bands, and watches are among the most popular gifts.
I have the Ringcon Gen 2 right now, and I love it so much. I'm actually going to get it for my sister for Christmas.
Users can track exercise, heart rate, sleep, and stress, and even detect medical conditions in real time. New York's Mount Sinai Hospital now has a wearables lab where Dr. Zahi Fayyad tests the latest devices.
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing a Garmin watch, I'm wearing a Polar band, I'm wearing a Whoop band, and then finally I have an Oura ring.
The lab focuses on validating the health benefits of commercial devices, and Dr. Fayyad says the data can be transformative.
24-hour, 7 days a week, 365 days during the year. You're getting health information similar to what you will be able to get or you get usually in the clinic. I think that's fantastic.
Recent retail tracking data from Circana shows spending on fitness trackers in 2025 grew 88% from 1 year ago.
Stores like Best Buy are stock full of these items, and they're flying off shelves, from smart wristbands to rings, even smart glasses. And I'm told this technology had a surge after the COVID pandemic.
Harvard sleep scientist Rebecca Robbins says 1 in 4 Americans now track their sleep, too.
If you wake up and you get a bad reading from your sleep tracker, it automatically prompts this process of reflection. What did I do yesterday?
But Robbins says users shouldn't let the numbers keep them up at night.
Don't worry, the technology is improving every day, but it is still not perfect.
Both researchers agree. If you find one of these gadgets under your tree, they could put you on track to improved health. Evan Moon, CBS News, New York.
Now, these wearable devices, they can range from only $30 to a few $100s, depending on the mode. If you're new to health monitoring tech, researchers suggest starting simple, just track daily steps. They say studies show adding even a few thousand steps a day can have a meaningful impact on health and lifespan. Final check with the forecast up next. Just ahead, betting it all, the growing multi-billion-dollar industry where you can gamble on just about anything. That's ahead on the CBS Evening News. Then on KOAM News at 6, learn more about the grant the Joplin Police Department received, plus how some PSU students showcase their work, and a preview to the Seneca Indians football team playing in the 3A state championship game for the 3rd year in a row. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. Now that we're in December, it's a safe bet we're going to see more and more cold days eventually in the coming weeks and months. And that brings us to today's question for our pet vet on call. How do I know whether my pet needs an added layer of warmth when we go outside?
That's so easy. If you step outside and you need more layers, your pet needs more layers. If you go outside and they immediately turn around and want back in, they're too cold. Or if they stay out a little bit, but then they start high stepping and picking up their feet, they're cold, too cold to go outside. Remember, our dogs are breeds developed by us, and not all of them have the ability or the coats to withstand our miserably wet, cold winters. So please be very mindful of that.
You know, we invite questions from anyone. If you have a question, just send it to petvet@koamtv.com. Dr. Eva Dudek from the Parsons Pet Hospital answers a different question or brings us a fun fact every Wednesday here on KOAM News at 5. You can also find answers to previous questions on our website. All right, let's check out our picks of the litter for the week. From the Joplin Humane Society, we've chosen this young male beagle. His name is Tubbs. And from the Southeast Kansas Humane Society, this 2-year-old male Akita mix with fox-like features. His name is Ibisu. The society says he's warm-hearted, likes to make snow angels, and snuggle. If you're looking for a pet, why not check out your local Humane Society? Fluctuations in the weather lately.
Yeah, that definitely is an understatement. Feels like we're on a roller coaster ride here. It looks quiet on the forecast, but check out those temperatures up and down. The chance for some rain on Saturday, and then back up to above average temperatures the middle of next week. So there's actually quite a bit going on in the forecast right now.
And above average sounds pretty good.
We'll take that.
Thanks for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and of course, we're going to be right back here for KOAM News at 6. We'll see you then. Let's make it a great evening.